Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I'm going to talk about the tools that I've accumulated since I got the Triumph Bobber.
From the tools that you're about to see in this video, I've been able to work on removing the rear fender, installing a tail tidy kit with the 3-in-1 lights, install a new map for my ECU, install the COC custom Springer kit for my seat, adjust my chain tension, remove and replace my rear and front tires, install the Motone handlebar risers, install crash bars, remove the catalytic converter, install an X-pipe, install slip-on exhaust pipes, replace both the clutch and brake levers, change the air filters, change the oil filter, and do an oil change, and much more.
Now I want to start off with, I'm not a mechanic, so I didn't have any of this before I bought the Triumph Bobber. So since getting the Triumph Bobber 2 years ago, I've slowly accumulated these tools. So I just want to talk about what I have and what I've been able to do with it. A lot of this stuff I don't actually use. I only just use a few pieces, like the ones that come in a massive set. Maybe 1 or 2 pieces from that. Screwdriver, a Phillips head, flat head, slightly larger one. This was very useful.
You can use this pliers to remove the fuel connector that's underneath the fuel tank. There are these buttons on either side of it that you need to depress, and the pliers just make it so much easier to do. So get one of these.
Of course, everybody recognizes this one. This is a wire cutter and a needle nose plier. Very useful. Before the Triumph Bobber, I have never heard of a Torx key. And when I got the Triumph Bobber, I wanted to service the bike. I wanted to do a whole bunch of stuff to it. And I realized that there's not much you can do without a Torx key. So I had to look around. And it's not really easily available where I live. So I had to order this one in. And especially the larger sizes. So this set's kind of cool. So on one side, the yellow side, is the hex keys. Alright, so it's a hex key, and they're quite long. And then on the right side, the red color is all Torx bits, right? And they've got the security hole in it as well. So that's pretty useful. So they come in all different sizes, from the small to the largest. I think the largest is a 50. I think 50, you're gonna need it for the seat. I've used these ones a lot, to the point where, like, you can tell some of them are just so worn out. They're supposed to have little labels on them, but I've used them so much they've just worn out the labels. I think one of the most useful kits that I got was this one over here. A small ratchet set with an extender. Right. It's got a whole bunch of sockets. It's got hex keys, Torx bit, Torx head, Torx keys, Phillips flat heads. You're definitely gonna need a mallet. This is a larger ratchet set, and I think you use, what is this one?
Okay, this one is a 27. So 27mm is the one for the rear wheel spindle nut.
So this is my breaker bar. And that's good enough to take off the back wheel. And if it's not long enough, there's always an extension. Get nice and long. This is for the front spindle. It's a hex key, massive hex key. And it goes on there. And it also goes onto the torque wrench. So I got an adapter for this. Goes in there. And then I can torque the front wheel to 60 Newton meters, 65. Can't remember exactly what it is. Over here I've got my OBD Link communicator, because I did a ECU remap. Well, you're going to need that, and of course an Android device to communicate with that. And over here, a wrench set. I got these off Shopee. It goes everything from 8 to 19. Yeah. So you're gonna need a wrench set. I kind of do everything with my bobber to torque specs, and they're really expensive, but I managed to find these ones quite cheaply off Shopee. They weren't special, so I got a smaller set, medium, and I need a large one because this one goes over 110 Newton meters. So the rear wheel needs to go up to about 110 Newton meters, and I think the front wheel goes up to about 60. So 60, this one will be okay, but it's not big enough for the rear wheel, so I'll use that one. A multimeter. Nowadays they make these digital multimeters, which is really cool, and it's good for testing, you know, battery strength and alternator charge. This one over here has all the hex keys and Torx bit, and they can fit on your ratchet. So let's say, for example, you need something that's like a hex, right? You just pick up one of these heads, fit it in there, and you grab a ratchet set, this one over here, and it just extends. So that's kind of cool. That was really useful. To pump up my tires, I have this portable tire pump, and depending on what you choose, you can either get PSI or bars. So I think bicycle is on PSI, motorcycles on bars, cars on bars, basketballs on PSI. So I usually just keep it at bicycle, and I use the PSI.
The nice thing about this pump is that you just plug it in, you choose the PSI, and you turn it on, and it just continues to pump the wheel up until it reaches the PSI, and it automatically cuts off by itself.
You're gonna need one of these. I don't even know what that's called, but this is for the oil filter. So it just fits perfectly in an oil filter, and then you can connect it to a ratchet. And then take off the oil filter. That was kind of useful.
That's all the tools I have up until this point. I probably have a little bit too much, and you probably don't need all this. But as usual, if you like the content, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.